Miss Ryan, and welcome back to our second game review. Now, I'd like to talk about a few things before I start reviewing the game. As I'm pretty sure you can tell by the gameplay what game I'll be reviewing today. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Well, this game, it's very, I'd give it a better rating than Call of Duty World War II, but same time, it's no masterpiece. But speaking of masterpiece, I'd like to talk to you guys about my new rating system. I've introduced a new system, and it is in points, and I'll be putting what the points for each game are in the description of every rating I do. The worst you can get is 0, and that's a terrible. And the best you can get is 100 points, which is an absolute masterpiece, like the best game ever. But anyway, yeah, so I'd like to introduce one other thing, and that is the fact that I will be doing these reviews at least once every week, and they're not going to become a regular, see, with my schedule, I'm going to do one review and the rest gaming videos every week that I am recording. So the only time when I can't push these reviews is when I'm busy. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So this game was very split when it released, and I would agree, I'm very split on it. So the campaign, let's start with the campaign. The campaign was very confusing. It made no sense to the Call of Duty Black Ops timeline. No sense at all. It even had a little bit of World War II in it, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyway, it really, first of all, it was lackluster in the fact that it made no sense. Second of all, it was lackluster in the fact that, seriously, the story, first of all, it's all over the place. And second of all, in the campaign, pretty much all you fight is robots, and it just gets very old very quickly because the robots have the same tactics. They always move the same, literally. They have the same patterns, same tactics. Except in a different map. That's all it felt like. So now let's talk about the multiplayer. The multiplayer introduced something new that also was very split, and I too am very split on it. And that's called specialists. Specialists are preset soldiers. They're customizable, at least in the looks, and they have a certain ability that no other specialist does. Now, personally, I like specialists, but I feel like the specialists that were in this game could have had a little bit better abilities. Like, specialists is that kind of thing that is either hit or miss. You could either have some really awesome specialists that would make your game really stand out from the others, or it could be a game that has Black Ops 3 specialists. Now, but gameplay-wise, I had a lot of fun playing Black Ops 3, especially in the multiplayer. It was super fun. The Treyarch made great use of the advanced mobility, and they made it where there's a lot of new things you can do in the multiplayer. So it kind of feels like something new, which I really enjoy. I really do enjoy that they're trying to do something new. Could have been a little bit better on the multiplayer, but like, aside from specialists, I had fun. I had a lot of fun. The advanced mobility, like I said, gives you a lot of things to do. Now let's talk about maps. Most of the maps were okay. They weren't terrible, but they were okay. And there was only a few 3-laners. The Nuketown they revised Nuketown and they took it, made it a little bit bigger, and I like how they added a few things to make it where advanced mobility works really well with Nuketown. I really appreciate it. But adding on to it, I also enjoy the fact that while most of the maps are okay, 3 or 4 are really good, like on point, like some of the best maps I've played. One of those is Nuketown. But let's talk about guns. So the guns there's a huge variety, but the main problem is, the main problem is, like, most of them are, so basically when you get a gun in this game, it's either going to be super overpowered, or it's going to be terrible, like absolutely terrible, which I don't like. I really don't like that the guns are either overpowered or very underpowered. Because this game, like I said, it probably, okay, I haven't said this actually, but probably out of every game with advanced mobility in the Call of Duty series, this one is the best. I like it far better than Infinite Warfare, and I really think that this one is the better one when it comes to advanced mobility games. But the gun choice, it just could have been a lot better. It really could have. But on top of the gun choice, the guns, they play well and they sound well for the most part, whether overpowered or underpowered. I really like the kill streaks. Are like, basically the kill streaks in this game are hit or miss. They're either going to be a really good kill streak or a really bad kill streak. A lot of the things in this game were very hit or miss, and that was the biggest problem with this game. It was super split because like there was a lot of things that were bad about it and a lot of things that were good about it, and it was super confusing. But overall the multiplayer was good. So now let's move on to zombies. Oh no, zombies. This version of zombies, while it wasn't the best, I liked it somewhat. I feel like the zombies, it took too many shots to kill them. One thing I really liked about this game's edition of zombies is the fact that if you could customize your weapons pre-game, which I found really cool because, like, you could have your weapons have fast mags, you could have them have laser sight and all that stuff, like, right in the beginning of the game, which I found really cool. The maps were okay. I liked the theme, but I didn't like the layout. But overall, zombies was pretty okay. The zombies were too hard to kill. It took too many shots, so you ended up having to waste a lot of your money on bullets, which I found really annoying. And I think Treyarch could have done a little bit better. I think Treyarch could have done a little bit better on a lot of this game. This story's all over the place now. But I really think Treyarch could have done better. However, this game was not an absolute terrible game. It was but I definitely wouldn't give it a 100. I think I like it a little bit better than Call of Duty World War II. Cause if you think about it, they're kind of opposites. Call of Duty World War II has a solid multiplayer. Has a solid campaign for the most part, but it doesn't have a solid multiplayer, and it has a pretty good zombies. Black Ops 3 has an absolute garbage campaign, yet they do have a really fun, yet they have a really somewhat good multiplayer. And on both of them, zombies is pretty okay. So if you think about it, they're opposites in some way. But I think Treyarch could have done better, but they didn't. And I'm gonna take what the game has. Thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. And in the comments, I really would like it if some of you guys would leave your opinions. If there's anything I didn't mention, then also you can leave that. I mean, I really would love to have a conversation with some of you guys. So feel free to talk to me. I will be responding to as many comments as I can, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Also enjoy the rest of this multiplayer game. Something else I would like to add on to, this is a little thing, it's nothing to do with gameplay, but it's just a little thing they added into the game that I kind of like. I like how the weapon camos work in Black Ops 3.
No medals for second place. Crush them.
UAV ready for deployment.
Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!